It's at the end.
Good evening. I'd like to call to order the Concord Township Board of Trustee meeting for Wednesday, September 20th, 2023. Would you all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. And can I have a roll call, please, Mr. Rose?
Mr. Dondorfer.
Present.
Mrs. Lucci.
Present.
Mr. McIntosh.
Present. Next order of business this evening is approval of minutes. We have 3 different meetings.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the September 6, 2023 special meeting minutes.
And I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
3 ayes.
Mr. Chairman, I will make a motion to approve the September 6th, 2023 public hearing.
And I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
3 ayes.
I move to approve September 6, 2023 regular trustees meeting minutes.
All in favor?
Aye.
3 ayes.
Second?
3 ayes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we second?
I second.
Oh,
Yeah.
we did. Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Dondorfer, second.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Okay.
Aye.
All right, that's 3. Elected officials report. Mr. Tekenip is not here this evening. Is there a report, Mr. Rose? Or
There is not.
Okay. I'll move on to trustees. Mrs. Lucci.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I hope everyone is having a wonderful week and enjoying the nice weather. Hopefully you took advantage of the concert by the gazebo last week. We heard it was another great event, and we look forward to the upcoming events for the year. Over the past couple weeks, I did receive a call regarding Cascade Road and complaints of drivers speeding and passing other drivers. We know Cascade is being used as an alternate because of the closure of Williams Road, but we're asking people to please be mindful of people walking and children playing and not passing on a 25-mile-per-hour street. Thank you to the Sheriff's Department for kind of monitoring that situation there. We are also hoping that Williams Road repair will start in the next few weeks, and it may take about a month and a half to have that work complete. So more to follow on that. I did receive a few questions regarding the safety services levy, and we are scheduling a stakeholder meeting on October 3rd at the Concord Community Center at 6 o'clock to discuss and answer questions. We are also hearing from residents in the Pine Hill area about water main breaks, which are being taken care of. Our administrator, Mr. Rose, has reached out to Painesville Water on the residents' behalf to find more permanent solutions. More to come on that, and we appreciate everybody's patience. Yesterday, I was lucky to attend the Lake Economic Forum event, where we heard from a well-known economist on the state of the economy, which is always an informative event. We had an informational session with our zoning director and JED administrator on the comprehensive plan, which has been in place since 2004. Thank you to Heather and Rita for the overview and recap of that information. Other than that, I hope everyone has a great rest of their September with fall right on the way, and I wish everybody a great weekend. And that concludes my report.
Mrs. Lucci. Mr. Dondorfer.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yes, I had a few contacts from some residents since the last meeting. The big one was the issue with the water line on Pine Hill and the situations with many residents having multiple problems with the water line there. And I know Mr. Rose is working with Painesville Water on trying to remedy that situation, look at a long-term solution. And we do sympathize with those residents and are working on that to make sure that we get that rectified sooner than later. We did have another resident come in this evening. It had some concerns about noise from the interstate in the area of Page and Viewmont. We will follow up with ODOT and our other partners to see what measures need to be taken to try to see if we can help them in that area. Again, like Mrs. Lucci stated, we are going to have a stakeholder meeting on October 3rd at 6 o'clock at the Concord Community Center in reference to the safety levy coming up on the ballot this fall to answer any questions or concerns residents would have. So we would encourage anybody that's has questions or concerns or looking for information to please come out and attend, and we're looking forward to having that interaction with our community here. I did have a few calls from some residents who really appreciated the pickup of some of the debris from the storm, and thanks to Tim Brown and the service department for getting out and those areas within Concord Township that were really hit pretty hard by those storms that came through, and assisting those residents in cleaning up debris and cleaning up their yards. So we were happy to send them out and help them with that. Yeah, thank you to Heather and Rita McMahon on putting together the training that we had earlier in the week regarding the JED and the comprehensive plan and zoning. The township trustees is, really appreciated that training. And I think that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Dondorfer. Well, we're creeping up on fall here. Definitely noticing the early sunsets and the cooler temperatures. Just like the rest of you, I had a lot of calls and a lot of correspondence dealt with the water break at Pine Hill, and Mr. Rose and I met, put together a letter, and we presented that to Mr. Doug Lewis, who's the city manager of Painesville, and I know he's working that process with them and the director of their water department, looking for some good answers to things the residents are asking us to. So I thank him for his effort on that, and we look forward to hearing the answer to some of those questions. And it's been a rough. I mean, they had 4 breaks now
Right.
in like a week and a half. 5. Yeah, it's
Who's counting?
unfortunate that it's that bad, but hopefully we're going to get to the end of this year pretty quick and get it taken care of for their benefit. Had an opportunity to hear the economists yesterday morning with Mrs. Lucci and Mr. Rose. That was an excellent presentation. I've not been able to make that one, so I really am glad I caught that.
He's enjoyable.
I'll make sure I'll get that one again.
Yep.
I know that Mr. Rose and I did have a chance to talk with Mr. Radashi about the Ellison Creek, and I think we're still waiting on the county for some sort of response. We do know they're working on it, and I think the immediacy of that issue has been kind of put to bed a month or 2 ago, so I'm still working on that. I did hear from one of the commissioners about, as of this week, that the commissioners, the prosecutors, and the engineer's office have reached an agreement, and so we'll all be waiting to hear if that vote occurs tomorrow during the commissioners meeting, and if that does, Williams Road will proceed. Right. So I know that we've been waiting for that one to be fixed for quite a while, and this road problem across the townships is not small. I did attend the JED board meeting last Friday. Nothing particularly crazy. We are expecting the JED collection to be a little bit less than last year, maybe a little bit under budget. One of the reasons it's under budget is that SDC, the company that had agreed to move to Concord, is not moved in yet because they're waiting on a generator, and I know that we know what that feels like. So they're a little behind, and we're digging in to see what some of the anomalies are, why we're JED's performing fine, but just might be a little bit under budget this year. Other than that, things are well. Lots of great economic development opportunities that we are seeing. We talked about it. So we look forward to seeing Sheets and some of these other businesses join the JED and get completed here soon. And with that, department reports, Mr. Andy Rose.
Thank you, Mr. McIntosh, members of the board, members of the audience, good evening. A few items on the agenda I'd like to cover briefly. Item B is a purchase order for a change order to the service department building. After Tim had some discussions with the engineers and the construction company on site, this change allows for much better stormwater management, and it provides for easier access to the building when you have a truck pulling a large trailer. So we recommend approval on that change order. Item C is a purchase order for additional magnet grip. It's a vehicle exhaust system, and this upgrade that we're putting in provides additional flexibility in the arrangement of the emergency vehicles in the apparatus bay. And with the larger apparatus bay, it was better to have some flexibility in how you rearrange it, but we needed an extra section of magnet grip piping in order to do that. So we recommend approval on that. D&E are purchase orders for new roofs. One is for the service department's outdoor material storage bin back in the service bay. That roof has well exceeded its service life, And then the other purchase order is for Old Stone School, which I talked about at the last meeting. That roof is also well beyond its service life, and so we recommend approval of those. Item F is a purchase order that installs tile and a waterproofing membrane to enhance the janitor and mop sink areas in the fire station. Item G, bit of good news. We got word from the county engineers that part of our road project on the Sherrill Drive reconstruction actually came in under budget, so there's a credit on the purchase order of $14,722, but the county is asking that the trustees vote to receive that credit. I don't think that's a very difficult vote, so. And then, as mentioned, I'm tracking the Pine Hill water line issue, and we'll see what Painesville's response to our correspondence is. And then, as mentioned in my previous report, we're doing some restoration work on 6 of our oldest cemetery monuments. That work starts tomorrow, and work is expected to last approximately 4 to 6 weeks. And those 5 of the 6 headstones date back to the 1850s. But if you have any questions about that particular issue, you can contact Karen Warner, our cemetery sexton, at 440-354-7518. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rose. Next order of business is the audience portion. Hearing or seeing none. On old business, seeing none. We'll move right into these votes for new business.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the August financial report.
And I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
3 ayes.
Mr. Chairman, I will make a motion to approve a PO to ACM Construction Management LLC in the amount of $15,455.85 for Service Department Building Change Order 001.
And I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
3 ayes.
I move to approve Fire Department purchase order to Magna Grip for $14,393 for Fire Station Number 1 vehicle exhaust system upgrades.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
3 ayes.
I will make a motion to approve Service Department PO to Byler's Roofing and Construction in the amount of $13,500 for the roofing of the Service Department's outdoor material storage bin building.
And I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
3 ayes.
I move to approve the Recreation Department's purchase order to Byler's Roofing and Construction in the amount of $6,700 for the roofing of the Old Stone School.
And I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I will make a motion to approve Fire Department PO to RFC Contracting LLC in the amount of $11,000 for tile work and waterproof membranes in Fire Station 1.
And I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
3 ayes.
And I move to approve the change order to receive credit for Sherrill Drive reconstruction project in the amount of $14,722.
I will second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
3 ayes. Mr. Rose, can you grab the future meetings and announcements?
Yes, sir. Future meeting announcements, September 25th at 3 p.m. There will be a staff meeting here at Town Hall in conference room. October 3rd at 7 p.m. The Zoning Commission will meet here at Town Hall. And then Wednesday, October 4th, from 6:30 to 7:30 will be trustees' office hours in the conference room. And at 7:30, the trustees' meeting will be held here at Town Hall.
Thank you. And with that, no further business, we are adjourned.
Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Could have put